Hello everyone. This is the pre-market report video for today 11th September 2023 in the Indian stock market in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. Last week Indian market was really super bullish. Nifty reached 19,250 on 31st August and in the next 6 trading sessions it increased almost 600 points despite not so good global cues. Anyway, all those we have seen in detail in all those pre-market videos. But please remember that's without even single negative close. And out of those 6 trading sessions, FII net sold on 5. Even on Friday, the net sold for little over 220 crore rupees. Thus, in this last 6 trading sessions, the net sold for over 8,800 crore rupees. And in the same time, DII net bought for 6,800 crore rupees and Friday alone the net bought for 1,150 crore rupees. So the takeaway is, despite FII selling, both Nifty and Indian market increased almost 600 points and on Friday it's no exception. Nifty increased 93 points despite all major Asian market negative close. Sector-wise, capital goods, oil and gas, power and realty up by 1.5 to 2% each, while pharma index down by 0.3%. Then, after the Indian market hours, before the US market opening, US Fed released how much total wealth as a whole country US has. Here, this is really very interesting subject. Not GDP, not how much money the government got, rather than how much wealth as a whole people got in the form of house, savings, stocks, etc. The data came as 154 trillion US dollars and it was 3.7% higher compared to previous quarter. According to me, this is more important data than the GDP. This is the real purchasing power, so people will use those money for buying, selling and transaction, etc. Just for info, there is no similar official release for India, but every year Credit Suisse release the Global Wealth Report and according to them, India is the 7th country with a total wealth worth of just above 15 trillion US dollars. Anyway, back to US market. Because of this wealth report and the support from oil stocks, all 3 major index opened and traded very positive for most of the time. However, in the end, profit booking trimmed the gain. Dow Jones increased just 0.22%, S&P 500 increased 0.14% and Nasdaq was more of a flat 0.09%. In case of VIX, it dropped from over 14.5 to below 14. Regarding Apple, finally some investment firm released the statement that in the next 12 months, Apple expect to sell over 45 million iPhones in China, out of which government agency will make up only for 5 lakh mobile. This statement arrested the share price fall and finally it closed positive. About oil, it marginally increased. WTI crude oil was trading little above 87 US dollars per barrel and in last Saturday, Brent crude oil closed near 90.5 US dollars per barrel. Then regarding Indian areas, first IT. In Indian market, Infosys closed near flat and Wipro closed negative. In contrast to that, both Infosys and Wipro closed significantly positive in US ADR. The story is similar in banks as well. ICICI Bank closed in line with Indian market, whereas HDFC Bank closed double the amount positive than Indian market. So it suggests there is high possibility that both sector might trade positive Indian market today. Similarly, GIFT Nifty on Saturday morning, it closed at 19,938. It's kind of indicating 50 to 60 points gap up or positive opening. So that's what happened on Friday and Saturday morning. Moving on. Before going to Indian sector stock specific, I quickly like to highlight the important things that we need to keep an eye out during this week. First, on coming Tuesday, India's consumer inflation and IIP data is due. For July month, it came as 15-month high value 7.44, which was well above the RBI's 6%. And for August month, the expectation is to cool at least some to around 7%. Let's see. Then on Wednesday, very important, US consumer inflation data is scheduled to release. Regarding the expectation, Roche is going to release it tonight, so we can see some impact on US stocks. Then finally on Thursday, Europe's interest rate decision and US retail sales data are some of the key events we need to keep an eye out this week. Again repeating, India's consumer inflation and IIP data in Tuesday, then on Wednesday, US consumer inflation and finally on Thursday, US retail sales data, and Europe's interest rate decision. Now let's move to India's sector and stock specific. First, on Friday, US American brokerage mentioned that if oil price increased continuously means, then that will push the US dollar rupee conversion to 83 to 85 band from the present 81 to 83 rupees band. This is not good for rupee, and also this will accelerate the money outflow. Second, as per Steel Mint, India's total steel output between Jan to June period increased by 5% despite the drop in China export by 30%. They cited the reason that this was due to the increased domestic utilization, and they expect this will continue in the second half also. So the overall news favors the metal stocks. Let's see the impact. Then third, I don't know the impact, but for info, as per SEBI's filing, Adani increased his holding in Adani Enterprise from near 70% to 72%. Finally, there was a long build-up on Friday in IEX, PFC, REC, Power Grid and ONGC. Then as per open interest, ITC, Glenmark, Apollo Tyre and Wipro are some of the stocks who got significant short build-up. So be cautious while trading in both long and short build-up stocks. As a summary, at present, global momentum looks okay. Even IT and bank ADR looks good and okay. And GIFT Nifty indicating the gap up opening of over 50 points. And so, let's see, will Nifty close positive for the 7th consecutive session? Moving on, about the things to look out before the market opening, China's new loan and loan growth data is scheduled to release. Last month, this data came as terrible and it kind of damaged the global momentum for the whole day. Just for info, during the weekend, China's consumer inflation was released. For year-on-year basis, it increased only by 0.1%. So we can see those impact in the Asian market as well. Then there is not much that I'm aware of during our market hours. But in the aftermarket hours, as I said, US consumer inflation's expectations data is due, not the actual consumer inflation, which will be due on Wednesday. Tonight, just the expectation. Then on top of that, US IT company Oracle is scheduled to give some insight into the software spending of other companies over the next months and years. So for sure, that will impact our IT stocks. That's all. Coming to technical, Nifty opened a gap up and traded with a positive bias throughout the day, and as I said earlier, closed positive for the 6th consecutive trading session. Thus, it formed another high wave type candle with a higher high and higher low formation. I mean, at present, it's comfortably trading above 50 and 20-day simple moving average, which is largely positive. However, on the hourly chart, we can see that Nifty has reached the upper end of the rising channel, and hence a consolidation is likely in the upcoming week. The range of consolidation is likely expected to be around 19,850 to 19,670 level, but still the daily and hourly momentum indicator have the positive crossover, which is a buy signal, and thus this is likely to be only a consolidation, and in case of any dip, I expect it would be used as a buying opportunity. On the upside, we expect 19,900, which is around the swing high it touched during July, so that will act as an immediate hurdle zone. Then coming to Bank Nifty, after breaking out of the consolidation, it also witnessed follow-through buying interest from the previous trading sessions and formed a higher bottom formation. At present, it has crossed the 50-day simple moving average. After a long time, momentum indicator has a positive crossover, which is largely positive and supports a further uptrend. Overall, we expect the positive momentum to continue and expect target of 45,500 from a short-term perspective. On the flip side, moving below 44,700 might push it to 20-day simple moving average region 44,300 to 44,000. Coming to open interest data, on the call side, the maximum open interest is at 20,000 followed by 19,900 strike price. So as per open interest analysis, 19,900 is the immediate resistance and 20,000 is the strong resistance for the expiry. While on the put side, the maximum open interest is at 19,600 and followed by 19,700. So that's the support region 19,700 to 19,600. On the other hand, Bank Nifty has support at 44,500 to 44,600 while resistance is placed at 45,500 to 45,700 levels. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investigation based on this as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I'm doing this for my and viewers' educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.